for forgiveness at the pastor's altar call. There is a click, and the devil aims his pistol right at the center of where we're clinging to one another. You girls don't got no voice now? Yapping usually, ain't ya? I glare at that devil and see his eyes flash blue. I realize he's stared at me before. Watched me, even, from high up in the trees along the fence line. This devil is a hunter. Just like Skilly. Now, listen here, the first devil calls. Tell us where your daddy keeps his money from that skunk weed he's been selling. Only canned laughter from the TV breaks the silence. We can make you talk, the other devil barks. Or we can make you beg. He aims his gun and fires right at the screen. I've heard shots ring out plenty, but in this small room, the sound is a piercing explosion like a firework gone wrong. We shiver and sob, but don't say shit. The devil with the gun lunges at us. Have it your way. He jams the pistol inches from my face. Start with the pretty one. That'll teach her daddy. Then he points the gun at Syd. Put this one that looks like a boy in a closet. I'll tie that one up. We scream for each other, arms outstretched as we're ripped apart. Luna! Syd! Emmylou! Syd tries to kick the devil who's grabbed her under the arms. She stops fighting quicker than I'd ever expect. She's supposed to protect us, to save us when we step wrong. But then I see why she lost her fight. The devil is dragging Syd to the tiny storage closet by the kitchen. She knows what I know. There's a loaded shotgun in there. I'm flipped hard onto my stomach, and my face is shoved into the carpet by a nasty boot. I pull away, but the hard toe connects with my jaw. Fresh pain blooms as I squeeze my eyes shut and try to slow my breathing. To stop shivering. To not give these wild dogs what they want. Play possum. That's what we do in the middle of nowhere to survive. Play dead until Sister saves us from the devils. I go completely still, except for a prayer on my lips, whispering to a God who's never answered out here, out nowhere. Let Agelige send the Skilly back to hell.
Chapter 1. Exeter, Rhode Island, 15 years later. Tuesday, May 6, 2008. I brush wet dirt from the skull's damaged eye socket and wonder if my sister is dead. The thought is an old habit. Normally, I barely notice. The fear is like a clear film that floats past my eye to be blinked away and forgotten. Footsteps crunch to draw me away from worries about my only sister, Emmylou, in rural Oklahoma. My focus returns to this hilltop near the Sandy Brook hiking loop in Rhode Island. Where I stand is not an area for hikers. I am on Narragansett native land, which means I need to hurry to preserve the scene from whoever is headed this way. I drop the toothbrush caked in mud and hustle to my backpack. I open the bag as I hear the snap of someone moving past the yellow caution tape I used to lock down the site yesterday evening. Grabbing a soft cotton sheet from my bag, I fling it into the air to cover the entire skeleton I excavated from the earth this morning. An air pocket floats beneath the sheet, as if the bones are trying to rise and leave the shallow grave. I narrow my eyes to see who's coming over the hill. I half wave, relieved, at the sight of a familiar too-thin face with neat brown hair. He's in his usual loose jeans and starched yellow polo with a tribal seal stitched on the pocket. "You pretty far along, Syd?" asks Ellis Reed, the Narragansett Tribal Historic Preservation Officer I work with the most. "Coroner won't like it. They're short-staffed in sending an intern." I don't hide my annoyance as I toss him a can of bug spray. Starting before dawn means some college kid won't screw up our chances of an ID on the remains. I pause and decide to stick to this half-truth. Sharing that I'm in a hurry and meeting my wife in a couple of hours for an appointment will only lead to more questions. "Kutaputash," Ellis says thanks in Narragansett, then coats himself with a thick layer of spray. These damp woods will have mosquitoes already out for blood. He tosses the can onto the ground and then crosses his arms as he stares down at what brought us here.